The past is never truly dead. It is only waiting to be found. Welcome to Uncatalogued. We explore the unexplained, the unresolved, and the shadows of history. Let the investigation begin. It is the 4th of April, 1922, a Tuesday. Albert Hoffner arrives at a farmstead in Bavaria. He is a mechanic. He is there to fix an engine. The farm is called Hinterkaifeck. It stands alone. It is about a kilometer away from the main village. It is hidden behind woods. When Albert arrives, the place is silent. He expects to see Andreas Gruber, the owner, or maybe his daughter Victoria. But the yard is empty. Albert knocks on the window. He waits. Nothing happens. He goes to the barn doors. They are closed. He knocks again. The only sound is a dog barking. It is inside the barn. It sounds frantic. Albert is a busy man. He decides he cannot wait for a greeting. He starts his work. He spends 5 hours there, alone. He fixes the engine. The noise of his work echoes across the fields. Eventually, the engine is running. He shuts it off. The silence returns. He finds it strange that in 5 hours, no one has come out to check on him. Not even the children. He walks around the house one last time. He sees the dog tied up inside the stable. It looks terrified. He decides to leave. On his way back to the village, he meets the neighbors. He tells them, "I fixed the engine, but the Grubers didn't pay me. I didn't see a soul." The neighbors look at each other. They haven't seen the Grubers in days either. The mail carrier says the mail is piling up. The school teacher says the young girl, Cecilia, hasn't been to class. Something is wrong. A small group of men decides to go to the farm. They walk through the cold afternoon air. It is beginning to get dark. When they reach Hinterkaifeck, the silence feels heavy. They force open the barn door. The air inside is stale. They move deeper into the structure, past the equipment, toward the rear of the barn. Lawrence Schlittenbauer is one of the men. He is leading the way. He lifts a lantern. In the corner, covered with hay and an old door, he sees something. He pulls the hay away. They stop. There are bodies, 4 of them. Andreas Gruber, his wife, Cecilia, their daughter, Victoria, and the little granddaughter, also named Cecilia. They are stacked, like firewood, one on top of the other. They are wearing their night clothes. It looks as though they were led out here, one by one, and struck down. The men are paralyzed, but they know there are 2 more people who live in the house. The new maid, Maria, and the baby, Joseph. They rush from the barn into the farmhouse. They go to the maid's room first. Maria is in her bed. She is dead. She never even unpacked her bags. It was her first day. They go to the bedroom. They find the baby, Joseph. He is in his bassinet. He is dead too. The violence is extreme, but the silence is worse. The police arrive from Munich, but they are hours late. The crime scene has been compromised. People have been walking through the house, looking, touching, but the details that emerge are harder to explain than the violence. They find the weapon, a mattock, a tool used for digging roots. It was hidden in the cattle fodder, but they find other things too. They find that the cattle have been fed. The murders happened on a Friday. The bodies were found on Tuesday. For 4 days, the animals were taken care of. They go to the kitchen. There is bread on the table. Someone had cut slices from it. Recently, there is meat in the pantry. Someone had carved from it. The police realized the impossible truth. The killer didn't run away. After he killed 6 people, he didn't flee into the woods. He stayed. He lived in the house. He slept in their beds. He ate their food. He kept the fire going. While the bodies were stacked in the barn, frozen stiff, the killer was inside, warming his hands. This changes everything. It means that when the mechanic Albert was there fixing the engine, the killer was there too, watching him, listening to him work, maybe standing just behind the wall. It means the neighbors were right to be afraid. Days before the murders, Andreas Gruber had told a strange story. He told his neighbor that he found footprints in the snow. They led out of the thick forest. They led right up to the house. But there were no footprints leading back. Whoever walked out of the woods walked into the house and never left. Andreas also heard footsteps in the attic. He found a newspaper he didn't buy. A set of keys went missing. He told people this. But he was a stubborn man. He didn't call the police. He didn't buy a gun. He just waited. The investigation drags on. They interview over 100 suspects, drifters, lovers, neighbors. They even suspect Schlittenbauer, the man who found the bodies. He had a relationship with the daughter Victoria. The baby might have been his, but they can prove nothing. The years pass. The farm stands empty. People say it is haunted. They say the devil lives there. A year later, the decision is made. The farm will be destroyed. A demolition crew arrives. They tear down the barn where the bodies were stacked. They tear down the house where the killer slept. While tearing it down, they find the mattock hidden in the floorboards. But they never find the answer. The victims' heads were removed. They were sent to psychics in Munich to see if the dead could speak. They could not. The heads were lost during the chaos of the Second World War. Now, there is nothing left at Hinterkaifeck. Just a shrine, a marker in a field. The snow still falls there. The forest is still there. And if you stand there long enough, in the silence, you have to wonder, did the footprints ever lead back? Some questions have no answers, but we will keep asking. If you want to journey further into the dark, subscribe now. What other mysteries lie buried? Tell us in the comments what case we should open next. There are more graves to dig. Thank you for watching.